great discount on fences, decks, and pavers. And to be honest, those were some pretty sweet deals. But why stop there? Our prices have gone from low to lower to lowest. Long Fence is now offering the lowest prices of the year on fences, decks, and pavers, but only for a limited time. So go to longfence.com today for a free estimate.
Everything we do makes a difference at Long Fence.
They had no business jumping that old day like that. Those young girls.
A fight among women on board a D.C. bus. What witnesses told ABC 7 at the scene.
Emotions running high.
Excuse me for my emotion.
That's the sheriff in Las Vegas as police update a timeline in question.
Next minute I know I'm on the side of the road pushing the baby out.
Right place, right time. A doctor delivering a baby in a church parking lot.
Now, ABC 7 News at 11, on your side.
First at 11 o'clock, we report on it all too often, the tragedy of domestic violence.
And now one sheriff candidate says the way to fight it is to create a registry.
Our Annalisa Gale with how this would work.
On 2 occasions, while in my capacity in law enforcement, I've been able to save 2 women.
Deputy Sheriff Kendall Wade wants to save more domestic violence victims. Throughout his career, he has seen several domestic confrontations that could have turned deadly.
As recent as last year, I was off duty with a fellow colleague, and a woman was being abused in front of us. And the young man had a pistol, so we were able to disarm him.
Now that Wade is running for sheriff, he's pushing for a domestic violence registry.
The registry would be similar to a sex offender registry so that community members could easily find those who have been convicted of crimes related to domestic violence.
If you don't want your church or your job knowing what you do behind closed doors, keep your hands to yourself.
On Wednesday, Andrea Greenidge's family members were also calling for similar legislation. Greenidge was 7 months pregnant when police say her boyfriend set her on fire in her Capitol Heights apartment.
Prince George's County leads the stats in domestic homicides. June of 2015 until July of 2016, there have been 18 murders by the hands of lovers. There are enough men out here fighting women. It is now time for men to stand up and fight for women.
And that was Annalisa Gale reporting there. Amber's Law, by the way, went into effect this month, which allows domestic violence victims to request electronic monitoring devices for offenders.
New developments now in what's become a notorious case. Prosecutors in Montgomery County will not charge Tyler Tessier for the death of his girlfriend's unborn child. A grand jury indicted Tessier in the murder of teacher Laura Wjla. But prosecutors say that under Maryland law, they would need to show that the fetus was viable when Wjla died. And they just can't do that. An autopsy determined the fetus was 14 weeks old when Wjla was murdered.
And we're following breaking news right now out of Prince George's County, where someone has been hit and killed by a car in Seat Pleasant. Our Tim Barber on the scene tonight. And Tim, give us the latest.
Well, the driver stayed on the scene, so that is the good news. You can see there are 3 Seat Pleasant police officers blocking off East Capitol Street, the westbound lanes here where this crash happened, or the collision with the pedestrian. You can see there is a Ford vehicle that is still on the scene here. That driver was cooperating with investigators, we're being told. The person who was hit was transported to the hospital where they were pronounced dead. Investigators just cleared the scene here. We're waiting to get more information about the identities of both the driver and the pedestrian who was hit. As soon as we get those details, we'll bring them to you on WJLA.com and right here in this broadcast. Reporting live in Prince George's County, Tim Barber, ABC 7 News.
All right, Tim, thank you. And be the first to know about breaking news in your area. Sign up for text alerts at WJLA.com/text.
Well, right now there's an active investigation going on after this scene played out in the Northeast, and this was kind of a mess here. It happened on board a bus. Police say it was a fight among women, a group of women on a V4 bus. A witness actually telling us that a group of girls attacked a woman and then beat her up.
She was just sitting on the bus. It jumping, you know, this day Friday the 13th, so you know everything happened today. They had no business jumping that old day like that. Those young girls, and I mean, it's sad though that they had to jump her like that.
Now we're told there were no serious injuries. 2 girls were put in handcuffs. No word though if any charges are being filed.
In Loudoun County now, where a woman told police she was hit in the head by her Lyft driver. Police say this woman reported a confrontation in Sterling yesterday, then said the driver grabbed her phone and hit her head with this. This driver now charged with assault, and Lyft says the charges are disturbing and that they've deactivated that driver's account.
All right, first forecast for you from Stormwatch 7 on this Friday evening. It is dreary out there, cloudy, a little bit of patchy fog, drizzle, some mist. It's going to stay like that as we move through the overnight hours, but improving weather on the way. Now, waking up tomorrow morning, the clouds will hang around along with a few showers. Not going to last very long. By midday, skies begin to clear. Temperatures will rebound nicely. We're talking highs that will be around 75 to 78 degrees. Even warmer yet for the day on Sunday. Redskins football game. More on that, and I'm timing a cold front that's going to bring us big changes for next week. More on that in a few minutes. Michelle?
Steve, thank you. I'm at the live desk with new information nearly 2 weeks after the Las Vegas massacre. Today, the sheriff's office and FBI coming together to try and clear up some questions. They now say it was a matter of seconds between when Stephen Paddock shot a security guard and when he opened fire on the crowd at that concert. Now, that is a stark contrast from previous reports when they said 6 minutes had passed. Also at today's press conference, the sheriff became emotional when talking about an officer who was seriously hurt.
Samuel Wjla. Excuse me for my emotion. Samuel was laying on his couch with a very intensive wound to his leg.